Good morning, everyone. I am Jonathan J. Reinhardt. Welcome to the Pandemic Coffee Break. I'm here from Wargaming Recon. Today is Friday, May 8th, 2020. So thank you so much for joining us today. And I am lucky enough to work from home. And just like when I am at work, I'm taking a coffee break. So I'm spending my coffee break with you. And I have and it looks really funky because of the green screen. And that's awesome. I have my Tim Hortons mug, trust me, with my Earl Grey decaf or Earl Grey and cream and Splenda. What are you all drinking today? Please, if you're live with us, leave a comment below to let us know that you are live here with us and enjoying the Pandemic Coffee Break as we are streaming live onto Facebook and YouTube right now. Don't forget, even if you don't catch us live, that's okay because these are saved to our YouTube channel and the Facebook page so that you can get them at any time of day or night whenever you so choose. Because maybe your coffee break is different than mine, and that's okay. So I want to welcome all of you to the Pandemic Coffee Break and to say that we got some really cool stuff going on. So first of all, I have bad news. And the bad news is I had mentioned throughout the week that Adrian would be coming on today, and he's not. So Adrian actually has a ton of work stuff that had came up at last minute, and he's not able to join us today for a coffee break. But he does say that he'll be able to come at another time, so we will have Adrian on a future coffee break, and that's okay. But that means you get more of me, and aren't you lucky? Because sure you are, right? Uh, if you can't tell, I am incredibly well rested and extra energetic. Last night, I actually had 10 hours of interrupted sleep, which wouldn't seem like that would be great, right? Because if you keep on waking up as I do, it'd be like, oh, but I've been getting so little sleep that I've been just like nodding off throughout the day for 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour, and it's no way to live, people. So this is like the most amount of sleep I've had in any variation of chunks for weeks, and I am just rejuvenated and have a new lease on life. So you're going to get the high energy Jonathan this morning, and I do apologize for that if that's annoying to you, but oh well. We all have our ups and our downs, and that's how it goes. So let's look to the chat and see who is joining us today. So we have a good morning from Mark. Thank you for joining us. We have Dale joining us with some water. Now, Dale, when you drink water, do you drink it from the tap? Do you get a bottled water? Do you have a favorite brand of water? Might sound weird, right? But different water tastes differently depending on where it is and the mineral content and everything. People like different types of water. I find that the water I get, I like, but it's very hard water, so it has a lot of mineral content, and not everyone likes that. So some people around here prefer like reverse osmosis water that kind of just takes everything away from it, or likes it where you have filtration on the tap, or you get bottled water or things like that. John says ice water for your drink, pretty exciting. Yes, ice water can be pretty exciting. Question, John, do you do ice cubes, ice spheres, or some other shape? So ThinkGeek, when it used to exist, because I think it is gone now, I believe. Are you not gone, just taken over by GameStop, so basically gone. They had these awesome trays, ice cube trays, that had cool characters. You could get the Death Star, and they had Han Solo and Carbonite. And I am gonna look up on their site to see if you could still get any of these. And I'm gonna guess not, because ThinkGeek is just crazy. And since they got bought out, which is really sad. So you can get, no, those aren't any fun. Let's go on Amazon, because Amazon must have something that's awesome. And see if you can get anything really cool for ice cubes, because they must, right? So we're going to pop on over to Amazon, and I'm going to make you all join me, because that is much more interesting than looking at me staring down at a screen. So let's go ahead and share our screen today for not the first time, because I will be showing other stuff to you. So these are boring ice cube trays. We actually have one called like the perfect ice cube tray here at home, and it gives you like the perfect square. And these aren't any fun. Although these over here kind of look like you could do like a honeycomb. Oh, here we go. Skulls. Those are pretty awesome. Oh, here you go. You got spheres. You got perfect cubes. But let's look up geeky ones. I know, like, let's say you're drinking whiskey if you're old enough. drink responsibly. You might do. Let's look up Star Wars ones. You wouldn't do Ice Cube because it would dilute it too much if you don't want it diluted, and so you would probably do something more like a whiskey stone. Oh, and here you go. You could actually use these. These are chocolate ones, but you could use these for anything. So look, you could do a stormtrooper helmet, R2D2. Wow, that's really slow. Sorry. Oh, an X-wing, or that could be. I'm going to say it's an X-wing, but it could also be a Z95 headhunter. Our Darth Vader, and here you go. Oh, is that a Geonosis symbol with? No, sorry, that's Mandalorian. I'm totally wrong. Mandalorian symbol and helmet, Han Solo and Carbonite, and you could do the Falcon. That's pretty cool. Sorry, hexagons. Thank you. You're right. Keith says not honeycombs, hexagons, which means you could actually take these and make yourself an ice battle mat with hexes for Battle of the Hoth. Boom. That would be awesome. Let's go through who else is drinking what this morning. So Mark is drinking New England coffee, Colombian black. Ugh. You need it. So for me, right? For me, if I have coffee, and I've talked about this before, I think, but if I have coffee, it has to not taste like coffee. You need flavors, right? So I need like a hazelnut or something like that in there. I need lots of chocolate sauce in it. So it has to be really mocha-y. It has to have a good amount of sugar for sweetness and tons of cream in it so that it's more, as Adrian would say, a dessert. I'm drinking dessert. I'm not drinking coffee. I have ruined the coffee. And that's what I would have to have. And, there we go. Mark only sleeps 4 hours a night. I am so sorry, buddy. Honestly, 4 hours is probably what I get on a good night. Last night was just extra crazy. John's doing crushed ice in there, and Dale has some plain tap water as well. So I gotta say, Mark says that he suspects Adrian drinks his whiskey neat or over a stone, and you are wrong. Whoa. I would have guessed that too, actually. And so the first time I had whiskey with, actually, I had scotch with him because he likes scotch more than whiskey. Although I know you can say it's basically the same, right? But the first time he and I drank scotch together, and I was like, so what do I do? Because I don't know. I know nothing about scotch. And he's like, well, you can have it straight. You could put an ice cube in it, or you put a little water. And I was like, okay. And I was like, so how do you drink yours? And he said, I put a little water in mine. And he's like, purists would say you don't do that, but he's like, I'll drink it neat, but like a little water is good, or I like an ice cube. And so I said, okay, I'll do the same. And that's how I like my scotch now. And again, he'll drink it neat, but he tends to go this way too. I was like, oh, you must have like a whiskey stone, right? If you want to, he says no, that he doesn't really use them. So I was rather surprised by that because I was thinking, oh, like maybe I'll buy him a whiskey stone sometime just for like a gift idea. Not his thing, but I'm out of scotch. I don't have any actually. I think I have some whiskey though, but no scotch. We're gonna be talking more about alcohol a little bit later on, which might seem like an odd thing to do first thing in the morning. I'm not drinking alcohol first thing in the morning. If you are, that's up to you. I'm not passing judgment here, but you could. I will say that when I drink scotch, I tend to drink only single malt. That I am prefer to do that. I like to have at least a 10 or a 20-year single malt or 12-year single malt, and then I work on it. But I'm slowly getting into the scotch game and having more and more scotch. So we will see how that is. Besides talking about alcohol, which again we'll talk about more in a few minutes, I want to talk about a big thing that's coming up this weekend. So if any of you forgot, it's Mother's Day on Sunday. But don't worry, not too late. So you could do all your usual things where, I mean, it's hard, right? Because during the pandemic, where you're not going to take a mom out. Not everyone celebrates Mother's Day with their significant other, but you might not take your mother out or someone who's like a mother to you, like you would. I know Mother's Day brunch is a big thing. So you could always do like the Zoom Mother's Day thing where you do like a brunch at home and you screencast it and stuff. Or you can also do the usual, you buy like a gift card, you buy a present and have it sent, and you would have had done this already. But you could, especially for those moms who are into games, buy them some gift cards. So it's not too late to get a present. And let me show you one place where you can go to get some cool stuff. So you can head on over to the Hobby Bunker. Dun, dun, dun. I love the Hobby Bunker. So the Hobby Bunker in Malden has this great website where you can do all sorts of ordering. They ship internationally, and you can go ahead and order gift cards. So these are paper gift cards. They will mail them out to you, and they have these in preset amounts, but you can absolutely order it in a different amount. You can give them a phone call, and Matt will get you set up with a gift card for any value that you need and get it sent out to you. And then you can order your significant other, your mom, someone just like a mom, your wife, whoever can go and order anything they want from the Hobby Bunker. And it's a great way during the pandemic to help out a local business. They are a brick and mortar store just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. This place is huge into the community, and they also do really great stuff for their customers. So you could go and you could find just about anything that a mom might like if they're into gaming. And they have all sorts of products there. Let's go look at games, right? Because they have tons of board games. Pandemic, as I talked about the other day, could be really cool. Now these right here, they got two D&D games, and these are meant to solo. You can do multiplayer, but they're really cool to solo as well. And I have Castle Ravenloft, which I have not played, but maybe the mom in your life is into a little bit of fantasy and role-playing games. Not like that. Let's keep it clean. This could be something that they could do so that they could have like a night to themselves or an afternoon to themselves, where you take the kids maybe and you go in like the other room, or you go out for a walk or a hike or something, a car ride, and they get some time so they can play some D&D Castle Ravenloft by themselves. Not a bad price, $64.99. So it's something that they can do, and they can have a lot of fun as well. So there's all sorts of board games here that you can get. Munchkin, which is fantastic. A lot of fun there. Or let's say maybe you don't want to do a board game here. Let's say they want to go ahead and they really like, I don't know, let's look at what they have here. They've been looking for something from Brookhurst. No, they're not Brookhurst. They want some Airfix. They're nostalgic for some Airfix stuff. They can order Airfix. They can order just about anything that they want. And if the Hobby Bunker doesn't have it, they can get, there's all these paints and brushes and stuff. So it's something that you can do to get all that going on. And it is just absolutely a fantastic way to go ahead and do it and just get some really cool stuff. You could also check with another vendor to see if a place that they love has gift cards. So, for example, we love Things from the Basement. So you could get in touch with York Bender from Things from the Basement to be like, hey, do you have any gift cards that we can do? And on their website, as far as I know, they're not there, but they could be. Um, Something that could happen. You could also go back to Amazon, right? If you want to go to a big retailer, and let's say there's a game that you know that they're gonna like. I don't know. Let's say you think they would really like Sitting Ducks Gallery because we talked about this yesterday. You head on over to Amazon, and they have a whole gift card section. So let's pull that up for you as well, so you can go ahead and take a peek. So they have all these gift cards that you can do. Some are electronic, some will mail, which won't get here in time, of course. And this is cool. You can print some at home. So you could go right in here, click print at home. And then they have a Mother's Day design here that you could do. You pick your price and put a little message and all this kind of stuff in. And then this way you can print this at home. You put the value in for whatever you want to spend. And it's fantastic. So you can print it at home. You can hand it to them as an actual thing, or if you want to do an electronic one, you could do an electronic one, and then you can let them find some cool stuff that they might want to get instead. Maybe there's some games that they like, or whatever. It's really neat that you can do this kind of stuff. And then speaking of cards, don't forget that I showed you yesterday how you can print cards at home for free that are nicely designed, easy to do. So really, there's no reason not to do it. Now, if you have kids at home, and of course you would if your wife is celebrating Mother's Day, you might want to get the kids involved. So maybe help them to sit down and they can pick a game that might be cool to play with mom. Let them pick the card to print out and then decorate it. Pull out some arts and craft stuff and have them go ahead and make a card or draw a picture paint something, go outside and use sidewalk chalk and do a whole picture outside that they can show to mom. Or maybe you might have some minis and maybe mom plays. I'm going to go with D&D again just because it's so stereotypical. Not trying to gender bias here though, but again, it's stereotypical. Maybe mom wants like a new figure for the character and you happen to have one. Let the kids paint it. The kids paint it and everything. You can have it there and they can give it to mom. Or maybe you think, well, mom's into historical games. So why not head on over to, and we're going to screen share again as we do this mom segment, Bad Squiddo Games. So right here, you can do some stuff. There's free coloring sheets, which we've talked about before. So you could get these and print them out. Maybe mom likes to do some adult coloring. You can get them here. They have really cool historical ones. It's more fantasy ones. You can also get things like, I don't know, I believe they have gift cards actually here. But maybe mom wants to go, might be needing something from their Kickstarter. So they have the World War II. I'm just going to pull those up. The World War II. Oh, that's a pledge manager. I don't want that. People. I don't want the pledge. We're going to go into the pledge manager. I don't want it, but we're going into it anyway. And to maybe mom wanted, some of these minis here, the Signal Team or the Lumberjills or some people from the Land Army. You can get just about anything that you would think. I'm just going to see if they have actually any pictures of these. Yeah, here we go. This is what I wanted. Pictures of the minis. So we'll go over here to the British. Bofors 40 mil AA gun crew. This looks amazing to me. Realistic historical female miniatures, which I think are awesome. And maybe this is something that mom might like. So you can go ahead and can do all this kind of stuff. And the kids can like pick it out and like, what would mom like? And then it's something special that can be coming. Of course, it won't be here in time for Mother's Day, but that's okay because you can print it out. You can show like, this is what's coming. And the kids can be all excited and can talk about it. So it's a cool thing that you can do for that. Of course, there's many, many other ways to honor our moms and the people who are like moms. So you find what's appropriate for you. But these are just kind of some ideas that you can go ahead and do. And I agree with you, Deal. Hobby Bunker is a great place. Absolutely love the Hobby Bunker. They're worth checking out. And they're worth making a trip all the way into Malden for. And that's not something I would say lightly. But they're so, so good. So if you need some mom gift ideas, that's something you can do. And one thing you can also do is, because of the pandemic, you can order alcohol online. Can you believe this? So there are some places, actually Adrian was using a place to order some alcohol, but there's a place here in Massachusetts. We're going to go and take a peek at Yankee Spirits. And they have all sorts of things that you can get. You can order online. You can do curbside pickup, or they'll deliver to you. You have to meet a minimum, but they'll deliver to you. And they have all sorts of wines, and you name it, they got it. And so they have just like tons of stuff here. They throughout Massachusetts, and you could just pick whatever, and like you order it. And let's say you want to order, I don't know, a rare beer. What are we gonna pick? We're gonna pick here. We'll pick this. You just add it to the cart and you go through and you do all your ordering and then they'll ship it to you. And it's amazing that you can order alcohol online, which I think is just crazy. But they have all sorts of stuff, really good prices. And I know there's other places online you can go ahead and you can order alcohol and they'll ship it to you. So maybe the mom in your life has a special adult beverage that they like to drink, or maybe you need a little something, you want a little something, check it out. Especially for when the kids are driving people a little extra crazy. Maybe someone needs a little mom juice or dad juice, as it's called. You can go ahead and you can get whatever you need. Well, now that we've covered alcohol and shopping for our significant others, let's go ahead and I want to show you a couple other things. So first of all, I want to dive in and show you something that I think is a cool live stream that a friend of mine is doing. So a friend of mine from work actually works at another library as well, and she is doing readings of Arthur Conan Doyle's short stories with Sherlock Holmes. Now, I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. I don't know if any of you are as well, but this is her. This is Erin, and she is reading a bunch of different stories. So, for example, The Man with the Twisted Lip, and you can go and click, and here she is. She's reading it, so you can have the stories read to you. I love Sherlock Holmes, and it's just really awesome that this is a thing that's happening. So I don't know if any of you are into the Sherlock Holmes mythos and the stories, but if you are, you should check this out. I'm going to put the link here into the chat so you can see that this is on Facebook, and you can get that as well. And you can go ahead and watch any of them if you so desire. But it'd be kind of cool to sit down with an adult beverage, maybe a scotch, and you sit down in a nice comfy chair, and you just go ahead and you can just really enjoy listening to some stories and have them read to you. And speaking of stories, you might also want to go ahead and participate in this really cool live stream being done. And I don't know if you've heard about this, but Andy Serkis is reading the entire Hobbit as a live stream. He's doing it to raise money for the NHS, and it is just awesome. The only breaks he's taken are to go to the bathroom. This is on YouTube, and I'll put a link should you want to pop in and watch more of this later on. But this is just, it's really awesome that he's doing this. And then, if that's not enough, we got one more live stream that you might be, not live stream, but one more thing you might be interested in for reading and have someone read to you. And that is, for those of you who are fans of Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe reads Chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived. And here he is on wizardingworld.com. I'll pop a link in to the chat as well for anyone who's into that, so that you can go ahead and you can listen to that at your leisure. And according to the website, there will be people reading other chapters to you. They're going to go through the entire book. So if that's up your alley, that could be really cool to go ahead and spend some time. Now, let me show you some MDF stuff from Things from the Basement. I have to give a huge thank you to Jorg from Things from the Basement for these review copies. And let's dive in to what we got. So first up, Wayside Shrines from the Feudal Japanese range. And we're just going to pop over to the website while I open it up so you can actually see what it is on the website. So they're right here, 2 Wayside Shrines costing $6.50. Now, these would have been found along your way as you're traveling, maybe on the Tokaido or wherever in Japan during the feudal ages. And you can see that there's some reviews here, but you should pick them up. They're made out of HDF, and there's a little bit of corrugated cardboard, which is for the roof. So I'm actually going to stop sharing screens because I want to show you roof. And isn't that awesome? Look at that. So they're already done. You just put them out. Here's what the back is. It's pretty awesome. And the shrines look pretty straightforward to do. So you have some bases, right? And you get them in, and there's roofs. You get the nice top. And the actual shrine pieces here. So this could be really neat. You can make your own little shrines, paint them up. That's a snazzy piece. Absolutely love it. Another thing from Feudal Japan. This is a newer piece. Prayer wheel. Now, I got intimidated at this at first because let's go to the website again. And I'm sorry to keep on going back and forth, but there's a reason for this one. So we're going to go down to the prayer wheel. It's newer, so we have to go down through all the Yamashiro. Takes you on the second page. He has so much stuff. So when we look at the prayer wheel, I thought over here, and looking at these stones, there's no way I'm going to be able to paint stones that look just like that or anywhere near to it. So I was really intimidated. But lo and behold, when they come, you actually get the kit. I was made so happy because, bam, they're beads. That's brilliant. So I was trying to figure out how it would be done with MDF and how to make it look so it's so rounded. But these are beads. So these will just go right in. Again, you have the corrugated cardboard for the roof. And you can see how it is. And this is what it is. So here's the stonework that on the website was painted kind of white. And then here are the poles that hold the beads. Well, there we go. I don't know why the back went all crazy. And then just all the other stuff that goes on. So this is a cool piece. $6.50 for this. Another gorgeous piece here. I got a big one I'm going to show you. And then we have a little one. So another Japanese thing that I want to share. A purification station. You can see right here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Of course, it's a green price, so you can't see it. It's $12.50 as well. And I want to show you the painted version of it after I show you what it looks like here, because that way we'll stay there for a minute for the other kit that I'm going to show as I just pull everything out. So more corrugated cardboard, just absolutely gorgeous pieces. And you would think this is just plain corrugated cardboard, but no, it's actually, the laser has actually been etched inside. You can see it's separated a little, just enough to give it some texture. That's gorgeous. You get the base right here, part of the roof. And the rest of the purification station. All the stuff that goes, because this is supposed to be like a little pond, or a pool rather, and you have all right here. So we got all that. And just everything. And these nice curves. Look at all this. Just beautiful curves on all that. It's so pretty. Let's head on over to his website, thingsfromthebasement.com, and head on in. And I want to show you what the purification station looks like when he has his painted version. So you can see right here, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Right here would be where the water is, that little stone area, the posts that go up. It's absolutely beautiful. And then the last kit I want to show off for all of you is actually over here, and I believe it's in industrial. So let's go ahead, and here we go. Freight pallets with load. So this retails $7.50. And let's pull out my freight pallets with load so you can see the physical thing here. Okay. So we got a lot of things coming out. There. Wow. This is so much stuff. So we got cogs, which are really cool. The actual pallet pieces. I built the pallets before. We got a tire. Look at that. That's a cool looking tire. A couple more tires right here. So I believe these kind of just build up. We have more pallet pieces. Look, these are huge. And these kind of go in between the pallet exteriors to kind of help raise them up. And more tires. And then just like sides and stuff to the pallets. As any sound you hear of things dropping, they're just the little tiny inserts for the extra pieces that follow. So there's so much cool stuff here. And when you're done, you end up with a couple big boxes. You get some tires and some cogs and stuff on pallets. Great to help set a scene. It could be something, maybe if you want to have like an open world where the players can interact and open the stuff, use the materials. and just do all sorts of really cool things with them. And it's a really cool piece that doesn't cost a lot. And I mean, $7.50 is it's great for this. A lot of detail into this. Look at all of these. A lot of components here. So it's really cool that you can get this. I'm just cleaning up the pieces off my computer that have fallen into it so they don't go into cracks or anything. And it's really awesome. So it's another cool thing that you can get as well. Dale, I hope you also have a great weekend. Good luck at your work meeting. And Mark here has a comment. After building many a roof from several manufacturers, I have to say that things from the basement has perfected it. It's usually a chore to complete. And I agree. Their roofs are amazing. No matter what period I've done, no matter what kit, the roofs are spot on. And you wouldn't think something like that would be so difficult, but they have absolutely nailed it. And not in the facetious Netflix nailed it millennial way, but like they've done it, and it is awesome. So there you have it. That I think is going to close us out for today. Other than I do want to once more remind you to sign up for letsrollcon.com. Let's Roll Virtual Gaming Convention that happens a week from tomorrow, May 16th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sign up now, register your account, pick your games, go and do it. Do not wait. Tell your friends, get other people to do it. It'll be a lot of fun. There's a lot of different options out there. Go ahead and sign up and do it. It's going to be a blast. And I'm going to keep on reminding you because you got to get it done. Don't forget. And there's going to be special events. And I've talked yesterday about the live streams that are going to happen with people talking and podcasts and all that kind of stuff and interviews and everything and demos of games and sneak peeks at Jorg's upcoming Gettysburg Farms Kickstarter, just all that kind of stuff. So please make sure you head on over to letsrollcon.com, and you're going to have a link appearing in the chat as well as a reminder to go to letsrollcon.com. Do not forget, sign up, get that all done. Awesome. Well, I want to thank all of you for taking this time to be with us today. I want to remind you that, first of all, don't forget, Sunday is Mother's Day. So I want to say happy early Mother's Day to my mom and to my beautiful wife and to moms everywhere. Make sure you find a way to show the mom in your life, all the moms in your life, your love and respect and how much you care about them. And you should do that every day, not just on Mother's Day. I try not to be preachy, but really, let's appreciate other people. And then do not trust Karen on Facebook. Can't forget. Very, very important. Do not trust Karen on Facebook. She's wrong when it comes to anything in life, but especially the pandemic or anything like that. Listen to the doctors, the scientists, the medical professionals, not Karen on Facebook with her healing stones and her crazy light acupuncture. It's wrong. Don't listen to her. Listen to the experts. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as my kids would say. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for being part of our community here. Please be well. Take care of yourself and others. Be kind. Remember, good enough is good. We too will get through this. It'll pass. Things are going to get better. And we will return to some sort of normalcy, whatever that happens to be. Thank you all to everyone for the 10th wedding anniversary wishes that I received yesterday. It meant a lot to me and to my wife. And know that no matter how busy you are, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how much time you're saying, yeah, I don't have to paint prayer wheels for my prayer set from Things in the Basement, you know that you need to, you have to keep on gaming. Thanks, everyone. Be well.